Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am trying to sculpt on my practice hand. Now I have fitted this form and I've put a clear base down. To be honest, I had so much fun trying to just fit the form. It was a nightmare. It was a bit of a nightmare. If you are expecting this to be a perfect, hey, this is how you sculpt on a practice hand, go me, kind of video, then I wouldn't bother carrying on, to be honest, because it's not. This is a, what the hell am I doing? Let's give this a go. Let's see if I can then work out issues, which I actually have. I got very frustrated during the course of doing this set of nails. I chose something that's quite simple, so it's a clear base, bit of glitter, bit of cover powder over the top, then a cap. So very straightforward. Because, you know, sculpting is something different. Sculpting on a practice hand is something entirely different as well. I also wanted to give a test. So I'm going to do a couple of sculpting videos and they're going to be with the different forms. So I showed you a brief one with the forms that I tried on the sculpting, on the practice hand. And now I want to see what it's like to actually use them to do a set. So the pinky actually doesn't go too badly, nor does the next one. The issues come a little bit later on. Now, what I discovered, hang on, what am I using here? I am using a glitter that was mixed by, I think it was Alex, called Snowshine, which I think you would agree is an appropriate name. I am using, which one is it? It's Glitter Fairy, and I think it's Pink Opal. Now, you'll see with this finger, the tips for these fingers do not fit properly, okay? The ones that come with this practice hand also do not fit the nail beds properly. So there's a gap at the sides. So with the first two nails, I just followed where the tip was, okay? So that's where I came out, well, when I sculpted my base. And then with the pink, I've then tried to fill in the gap around it because it's annoying. On the last two fingers I did not do the thumb. I'm telling you now, I didn't do the thumb. On the last two fingers, I kind of started from sculpting as though I was trying to make it bigger. It comes together in the end. So what I've learnt from this is, number one, take the rest of the bloody fingers off whilst I'm trying to sculpt one. Trying to fit the sculpting form whilst you're being repeatedly whacked by the other fingers is not helpful. Also, I mean, the pinky wasn't too bad, but especially when you come into the middle three fingers, because they're very close together, they really get in the way. And normally, if I was working on a person, they'd bend their fingers down so they're out of the way. So next time, I'm just going to do one finger at a time. I know that'll freak my sister out, but it's got to be done. As you will also, trying to fit a form is an interesting concept as well. I was happy with my clear bases, and I was happy with the design. I was just having a bit of a fight. So what I've done is I've gone away and I've had a look. I've got loads of tips, all different ones. And I found that I've got some, there were competition square nails, but they're really pinched, okay? The nail beds on this hand are seriously curved. I don't think there's anybody on the planet that has nail beds quite that curved. Well, maybe they do, but the nail tips here, you'll see they're a flat tip. They're not curved enough to actually fill the whole space. So I'm going to try my competition ones, which actually fit all the way around the nail. And I know that may make it a little bit of a pain to fit the forms, but at least it'll fit the whole of the nail bed, because it bugs me. It bugs me. Some of the nails that I do, you know, the sets I do, I don't know what, it doesn't bother me, the fact that they don't fully fit round, because you're working on the full tip, so you're just doing the design on the tip shape. But for sculpting, I find it really does cause me issues. I don't know. Let's try it. Like I say, I'm going to try it with different tips and the different forms as well. I had no issues with the forms themselves. They worked absolutely fine. They're held on there. They're not wiggling around all over the place. They didn't fall off. Like I say, the fingers were in the way when I was trying to fit them, so that was a problem. Oh. Completely lost my train of thought now, other than having a moan. So I didn't do exactly the same for each nail. This is where you put the glitter on and then you fade the cover powder over the top of it. It's growing on me. I didn't like it at first, because why would you cover up glitter? What person would ever be possessed enough to cover up glitter? But for this style and this, I like it, actually. It's growing on me. Like I say, I do these two nails at exactly the same. I'm just going to have a slip of tea. Beautiful. And then I'd got this, because I love a pink and white. I love a pink and white, and I'm doing a bit of a series. This is the start of it, basically, where it's all using just pink and whites and, you know, core powders, basic stuff. People can't afford to go and buy all these colours and stuff like that. So it's coming up with different designs that you can do with just your simple, what I call your startup kit, which is all your core powders. Glitter is not expensive, especially if you buy it from like big bulk places like AliExpress and eBay and stuff like that. I mean, the Glitter Fairy glitters are beautiful because she mixed them herself, so they're unique to her. You know, I like Glitter Stella as well. Smileys do some really nice ones, and they're not expensive. So I don't discount using a bit of glitter in these designs, because it's not an expensive product. Buying all the colours is expensive. You know, it mounts up. So there you go. That's what I'm doing. So I've done those two. And yeah, this is where it starts to go. And I thought, you know what? For the first two, I thought, you know, they're quite good. Quite happy with those. They were all right. They were all right. This one, I don't know what the hell happened, but it completely and utterly went on the wonk. I've got the Wonky Donkey song in my head now. Thanks for that, Nanny, for sending us the Wonky Donkey song. Do you want to guess how many times we've heard that now? If you haven't heard of the Wonky Donkey song, go YouTube it. I'm not going to sing it to you. I cannot get that stuck in my head again. I just can't. So I've sped this up because you've seen me just do it in real time, or relatively real time for the other ones. So now I've just come along and I'm going, do you know what, we're just going to speed. Did I do them in real time? I don't know now. I don't know. Anyway, we're speeding along because we'll be here for all eternity. Yeah, I don't know if maybe the form moved or quite what happened with it. But like I say, the only thing I do remember was the fact I was really trying to get round those side bits. And it's not quite as bad, I think, on the other two nails where, you know, the gap at the sides. But I think on this one, it's a lot bigger. I don't know. But anyway, it completely and utterly went on the wonk. Hey ho. Yeah, so we're just going to speed through that. You know what, I've just went and had a look at that nail back again, and the form is on the wonk. That's why it is not straight. I can see it now. So, important lesson, fit your form straight, otherwise it all goes to crap. Then I decided for this nail, instead of putting the glitter on first, I was going to put the glitter on top. And then we're just going to cap over the top of the glitter. Now, when I took the forms off on these and I had a look at the shaping, you know, structure and everything, I wasn't happy with a couple of the nails, so I did go back in then and add a bit more, let it dry, and then I did up my filing routine. It just needed a little bit extra. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just going to be a full sculpt of the pink, which I swear is pink opal. And it would appear that I haven't actually recorded doing that last finger at all. Sorry about that. Right, so I have now filed these nails into shape, and I wanted to test this polish. It's from Nicola Diary. And it's kind of like a shimmery effect one. I thought would just, you know, nice and subtle bit of stamping. That's what I was going for. It's yeah, look, we're just going to put some butterflies on top of these. I also changed the shape on one of the nails. So, you know, we've got an almond shape as well, just to mix it up a little bit. I know, putting it out there. So you can see, so the first two fingers, they're actually not bad. They're not bad at all. The next two fingers, it just goes, wrong. But hey ho, we will endeavour. So I'm coming to stamp this again, and you can just about make out this stamping. I mean, there's subtle and there's subtle, and yeah. See, look, I promise you, look, there is stuff on the stamp. You can't see it in the pictures. I'm thinking I might try this on a white next time. I mean, you could see it when I took the hand outside, because I was then convinced that I hadn't actually stamped properly because I couldn't see it. And it shimmers beautifully in the light. It doesn't shimmer beautifully at night time, okay? That'd be false advertising. It doesn't. Unless you got some seriously bright stars where you are. So we're coming to the best part of any video. It is top coat time. There you go. For anybody that has stuck with me through this video, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed my waffle and the disaster that is these nails. I really do appreciate anybody that does watch, and if you've got any comments, please feel free to pop them below. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!